What's up, folks? If you follow me on Facebook or Instagram, I mentioned the other day about a bucket list. I asked the question, do you have a bucket list? I've got a bucket list. I try not to make it too long, but one of my bucket list items is being checked off today. Check this out. We're on the Suwannee River today. We're at White Springs, County Road 41. Just got put in here by the American Canoe outfitters. Dropped me off and gonna pick me up. So yeah, this is awesome. I've never been in this type of water. Take a look at this water. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it is dark, let me tell you. So got a couple of more kayakers that can put in here, but yeah, this is gonna be awesome. We have 3 days and 2 nights on the Suwannee River, and it is now 9:30. So we've got a pretty good paddle, but we have some pretty swift current. It's up a little bit, he said, compared to what it usually is. So yeah, let's see if we can get on the road. I say that all the time. Let's see if we can get on the river and get some miles under our belt today. Our first alligator. Probably gonna be a little hard to see him. So I can turn the camera around. He's going right across the middle of the river. See his head sticking up there. We're moving pretty fast too. I'm not used to moving this fast. Sorry I can't tell y'all where I got this. Or I can tell you where I got it. But a acquaintance of mine gave them to me. A friend of his makes them, so that you really can't buy them as far as I know. But they're just a stick bait, kind of covered in salt. Look at that. So, June bug flavor, one of my favorites. This current is fast, man. I'm not digging this right now. We're gonna have to stick with some soft plastics right now, and as swift as this water's moving. Still pretty though. Still glad I'm here. Having a great time. We're gonna do some fast fishing. Okay, I don't know if I told you or not, but the American Canoe Adventures gave me a map, and shout out to them for being my shuttle for this trip. My vehicle's parked at their place. Actually, they live there, so load your stuff up there, and they bring you down here and keep your vehicle at their place. And when you get to where you're gonna take out at, you call them, they come get you. So pretty sweet. But anyway, they gave me a map where I put in at my first river camp is gonna be Woods Ferry River Camp, and we'll spend the night there, and the next one is Holton Creek. So I was a little concerned because to Woods Ferry is about 10 miles, I think, which I'm not too worried about that, but the next day down to Holton Creek is about 18 miles. But I still think we'll make that in record time, because this water's moving pretty fast, at least 3.5 miles an hour, maybe even closer to 4 at times. But we didn't take long. We were right here at the old springs. They called it the Healing Springs, I guess. Check it out, it's crazy. I think they call this the Sulphur Springs. There's actually a spring that bubbles up out of there. I think you can get on top and go up there and look. We're gonna go check it out. Even before this town, White Springs got a really good foothold out here. It was deemed a special healing ground by the natives. This thing was 3 stories at one time. If you can see right there, it was 3 stories. It's just 1 story right now. But yeah, that's it. I mean, it was huge. All right, maybe this camera will work a little while, but it wasn't recording. It was locked up. So anyway, this was built in the 1800s. It was a flourishing motel. This was actually the first Florida tourist attraction. That's what the sign says. The Sulphur Springs. Check it out. It's pretty crazy, really. This was 3 stories high at one time. All right, we got to get back on the river. We got a pretty good ways to go. It's already almost 12 o'clock. I just been paddling along. The current is really too fast to be fishing. I've tried, but I mean, it's moving. I'm floating 3 to 4 miles an hour, just floating. You know, I got a good back wind, but I stopped off here for a second. This beautiful little spot right here. I mean, it is gorgeous. Got this dark water right here. But I wanted to show you guys. You think you're just kind of, you know, in the middle of nowhere, but you're really not. Somebody else has been here. They had a fire right here, but right up here off the riverbank, all the way down the all the way down the Suwannee River is the Florida River Trails. And I stopped here for a second. I seen a footprint, you know, a boot track, and I thought, okay. So I walked up here, and there's a good trail. It goes all the way down the Suwannee, as far as I know. I believe it does. It runs all the way down the bank of the Suwannee. You can hike this whole trail. I don't know how many miles it is, but it's a pretty good trail, really. I mean, I'm barefooted, but I'll show you right up here. It marks. They have them all marked on the trees. There's an orange mark on that tree. There's one on down there in that tree. I don't see none going that way, but I'm sure they are somewhere. Lizard. Scare me. Yeah, it's marked on both sides, north and south. So yeah, you come hike this trail. It's I mean, you could stay down here for a couple of days if you really wanted to, because you could bring whatever you wanted and just camp right here beside the trail. Put up a tent or a hammock, whatever you desire. This would be a nice camp spot. But just take note, somebody might walk up on you, you know, if they're down here hiking, but I think it'd all be good though. Won't have any problems. But this is a beautiful little spot right here. We got to get back on the river. We got a long way to go. I probably won't. I say I won't. I mean, I'm gonna change baits here in a little while. Try to maybe a little spinner bait or a little swim jig or something I got, you know, and see if I can get some bites on that. But it's just moving so fast. This video may end up being just a more of a information type video to let you know where to go and how to do it. So anyway, we'll get back on the water. I figured y'all would catch me pretty quick.
Got your limit yet?
No, not yet. Well, that's a nice paddle right there. That's
It's a Greenland paddle.
yeah, that's not very aggressive, is it? It's kind of
It's surprisingly aggressive.
really.
Yeah, you got to get the whole blade in the water though.
Yeah, yeah. That's pretty cool. I like that.
You get a longer stroke out of it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Now, y'all gonna be moving 10 miles an hour.
Oh, we're moving close to 5 now.
That is part of the Alabama, excuse me, not Alabama, I'm in Florida. That's part of the Florida River Trail system. Bridge that crosses this creek. It's a pretty good creek. It's fairly clear, it's a little stained. I want to show you where this water meets the main part of the river. It's crazy how it looks like a shadow, but it's really not. It's where the dark tonic water meets this creek. So let's go take a closer look. That is just crazy. Check it out. You can kind of tell more right here. That's not a shadow. That's two different colors of water. They say what gives this water such a dark tint is the tonics in it that comes out of the Suwannee, not Suwannee, but the Okefenokee swamp. That's where this river originates from, is the Okefenokee. And the tonics in there from the vegetation, that there's so much vegetation in there, this decays and sinks to the bottom, turns the water really dark, and that's where Suwannee comes from. That's what causes it to be so dark. But that's crazy, the way it comes out of that creek, really light. And it's kind of stained out of that creek too, but how it comes out and meets the Suwannee in this dark water, it's kind of eerie looking, really, when you look at it. Stick your hand in there and it's kind of like you think something's gonna grab you. It's just water. The same things in this water as in the water at the Chattahoochee River. Same thing. And I think we got bigger gators. I've seen 2 gators. They ain't too big. They're not too big. But if you can hear all that traffic right here, we are fixing to go under I-10. The interstate. One of the busiest highways in the country, if you ask me, but wow, it's well built. All right, we just got to Woods Ferry River Camp. If you can notice behind me or not, the ramp is underwater, so we had to paddle kind of up the ramp a little bit. And we got a little visitor here I wanted to let you guys look at. If you can see him or not, he's right there. I know some people that would panic right now. I don't like snakes, but he's just a water snake. Non-venomous. They normally don't bother you. So I just paddled right by him. He hadn't moved yet, so he's found him a nice comfy place. But let me get up here and unload this thing and see what this place looks like. From what I've seen online, it's a pretty good little trick up here. So they should have some buggies, some wheelbarrow or something for us to tote our stuff up with. It's pretty nice though. Got bathrooms, showers. All right, I am in number 1 spot, so I think this is the #1 spot. This is camp for tonight. Wow. This is it. We have a picnic table, fire pit, grill, switch for electricity. Wow. Come on in. Ceiling fan, lights, little table. This is gonna be all right. Probably should have turned this around first. All right, there we go. Okay. This thing's pretty nice. Woods Ferry campground is a pretty nice camp. If you have kids and stuff, this is the place to come. We've got bathrooms, hot water, running water right here at your camp. They do have primitive sites, but they've got, I said yesterday, 4 of these little shacks, huts, whatever you call them. They actually have 5. I walked down through there. They're just scattered out, you know, right down through there, not too far. I booked this online. You have to go online and book in advance. But anyway, we got to go get this stuff down in the kayak and get it loaded. Hopefully there ain't no snakes down there today. Y'all look here, what I caught. Good man. Look at there, what a red belly. That's crazy. He hit that June bug lizard. Look at there. Boy, if I had somewhere to keep him, I'd eat him tonight. Nice one. Tell you what, I'm not skunked. I caught a fish in the Suwannee River. Wasn't a bass, but hey, I'll take what I can get. That's funny. Just let you know the June bug will work anywhere, on pretty much anything. I mean, I've been keeping the camera off because I ain't been catching nothing, but as soon as I catch something, you know, the camera's gonna be off, so I had to turn that baby on for you right quick like. Well, I stopped at the Spirit of the Suwannee boat ramp. It's a RV park. They have a restaurant there, little store. But I didn't realize it's about a mile from the river up there to where all the activities are. But I was thinking about camping there, and I didn't realize it was so far up in there to camp. So, I mean, it's about a mile walk. A lot of people, a lot of kayakers, canoers right there. There's an outpost there, but there's a lot of golf carts. People staying there in the RV park, I guess. But I didn't want to stay there. I didn't want to walk that far and leave my kayak down there at the boat ramp that far away and all that crap. So we're gonna trek on down the river, and my calculations are right. I'll be at Holton Creek river camp around 6:30. So I kind of got a late start, later than I wanted to. I didn't get in the water till like 10 o'clock, I guess. I was thinking it was 9 o'clock, but my watch had flipped back instead of Eastern time that I'm on right now. But it doesn't matter. It's all good. If I don't make it to Holton Creek, when I get ready to stop, I'll pop up somewhere on this riverbank. We'll make camp. So no big deal there. There's some current around these bends right here. I mean, it'll take you. You'll go backwards. It's crazy. It's a big undertow around these bends on the inside corner. And if you don't stay out here in the outside in the corner or outside in the current, man, it'll turn you around and push you back up. I'm trying to stay a 3 mile an hour if I can. Right now I'm not. Probably doing 2. That's all right. We'll get there whenever we get there. We'll get there before dark. So, but it's a long paddle from Holton Creek to from Woods Ferry to Holton Creek. It's about 18 miles, and I knew that coming into this. I knew that was going to be a long haul on this kayak. It's not light. That's why I'm not doing no fishing. I'm gonna paddle on and get on through this. I might do a little bit when I know I'm getting close. But I talked to a local guy and 2 young guys on the boat. He said he hardly ever catches any bass in this river, and he's from here. I can vouch for that. I hadn't caught many. We're just gonna paddle on and enjoy the scenery. It is definitely a beautiful river. There ain't no doubt about that, like right here. Look at all these oaks. Actually, you see that? Hardly any wake. If a boat passes me, maybe I can put this in the video. If you pass me on a boat or jet ski, either one, just hammer down. Don't let up, because the wake is really a lot. It's a lot less of a wake if you're going wide open than when you stop. It just creates a humongous wake. So just, I don't know about anybody else, but when it's me, just hammer down. Don't even check up. I mean, it's a lot easier on me. All right, good morning. We are here at Holton Creek River Camp. I didn't do a lot of recording when I got here yesterday afternoon. It was pretty late, but it is just like the other river camp. I don't know how many river camps they are on the Suwannee that's provided by the state. They're pretty nice. Just remember, you have to reserve these cabins. I think one of these are first come, first served, but the rest of them you reserve online. Like I say, I camped at Woods Ferry yesterday, or the first night, Friday night, and it's a pretty good trek coming down to this one. It's about 18 miles, so but the river's moving pretty good. So as you can tell, it's up a little bit. We're gonna get packed up and hit the road. It's like 6 miles to the boat ramp where we're going to take out at. This one's a little different than the first one we stayed at. Was a solid ramp. This one's got a few sets of steps, but your cabin's a lot closer, so it's not bad. You can have a wheelbarrow that you can load your stuff in, take it up there. So yeah, it's pretty sweet. Pretty amazing camping experience. All right, time to get packed up. Well, I may just end this trip right here. I'm almost to the boat ramp, Gibson Park. That's where I'm coming out at. It's man, this is it's an adventure. It's something that you really should do. It's a kayaking trip like you won't find anywhere else. Yeah, just come down here and give it a try on the Suwannee River. It's beautiful. The fishing is kind of iffy if you fish, you know. Anyway, I appreciate y'all watching. We'll see you soon.